Later this week, I will be taking my final flight with Air Vistara. It will be a flight between Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport and Manohar International Airport in Goa. This flight's on the 7th, I hope. I think it's on the 7th right now. I have to check my tickets and I'm going for a drive of a car I can't mention. But it's going to be a very poignant flight for me because on the midnight of the 11th and 12th of November, Air Vistara will cease to exist as an independent entity. All the Vistara flights will now be operated by Air India. The flights will be coded AI2XXX, whatever the Vistara flight is. These aircraft are not going to be repainted overnight. You can't just repaint some 65 to 70 aircraft overnight. They're going to carry on. We've been told that the Vistara service will be carrying on. The crew will continue to wear Vistara uniforms at least till, I think, the start of the new financial year. But I wanted to make this video about the state of Indian aviation in November 2024. Do keep watching this video and do let me know in the comments what you feel about Vistara going away. So we've known about Vistara going away for a while, and I know many frequent flyers and av geeks are very sad about the moment, but truth be told, Air India had no option but to kill Vistara. Air India is the stronger brand. Tata Sons is paying the bill. Singapore Airlines is signing their quarter of the bill as well, I guess. And you can't keep Vistara and Air India alive both at once. They've cut back down to two airlines, Air India Express and Air India. In fact, my flight back from Goa will be on an Air India Express Max 8. It'll be interesting. I've not flown on the new Air India Express at all. Every single flight I've had with the new Air India Express is somehow one flight I was supposed to take, which I've got a video on, was supposed to be with them, but it got replaced by one of Air India's new all-economy A320s, which actually might end up with Air India Express. And that's a different story altogether. Now, I'll be flying on Air India Express, but I want to talk about the big daddy of Indian aviation. Now, Indian aviation is a very interesting animal because we are effectively down to two airlines. Let's be honest. SpiceJet is down to about 20 odd aircraft, most of them Dash 8 400s, which is really sad. I mean, they've raised the 3,000 crores. Now, I've said in previous videos, I will not fly SpiceJet. I continue to maintain that unless I have no option, like I have to fly from Delhi to Gorakhpur or Darbhanga, where no other airline operates. I'll have no choice but to fly SpiceJet. But SpiceJet continues to have trouble. Other, people who they owe money to are suing them in NCLT and NCLAT and Delhi High Court. They've just got cases. They've settled a lot of the cases with the institutional funds they've raised. Akasa's growth has been in fits and starts. I know they've placed an order for more aircraft. They've got their first Boeing Max 8-200 aircraft. They want to do more, but I think they're not growing fast enough. All these small airlines like Star Air, Fly Big, Fly 91, they're doing a lot of stuff. And, kudos to them for doing what they're doing. But Indigo is the big daddy in the room. They have almost 2/3 of market share in the Indian market, and now they're doing new things that I don't think Rakesh Gangwal, one of the original founders who left the airline, would have done. But now they're getting into business class. The first business class equipped aircraft has come into their fleet, VTICF. It's going to be very interesting. I think it's ICF. I'll just check. It's IFC or ICF. Get confused. This will be interesting. They're going to ramp up to almost all the Delhi-Bombay services. In a few months, will be operating with these business class seats, which are called Indigo Stretch. They're not calling it business class because they know that Air India will be in a bit of confusion. They know that Akasa is removing their business class. SpiceJet's in a state of crisis. They're doubling down with Blu Chip, which is their frequent flyer program. So they're going all out to go after the frequent flying population who were on Vistara and Air India, because I think Air India has not had service consistency over the last few months. I mean, I got a particular service, I've done a video on this, from Delhi to Kochi with the meal box, and I got a different service on the 777 I took back from Mumbai to Delhi, which had much better meal, but the aircraft was in a state of disrepair. The aircraft I took back, VT ALG, which is 777-237LR, one of Air India's original 777s, is a state of disrepair. They had not redone the interiors felt dated, even though it has just come back from, I think, a C check in Istanbul. Air India has cancelled a ton of flights from India to the US in the peak of the travel season in November and December because a couple of the aircraft are stuck at Istanbul. I hope they are being refurbished. The interiors are getting refurbished and maybe even getting repainted to the new scheme. So, but Air India is really in a weird place, and I think Indigo is striking when the iron is hot. But the government of India has also not opened up services to other airlines. So this travel season, November, December, people are traveling abroad for holidays, honeymoons, and students coming in and out of India. We probably have a lack of capacity because Air India has cancelled a lot of flights. You can read my friend Ajay Autani in live from a lounge.com. He's given the exact details of all these cancellations. So Indigo is striking right now. Of course, Indigo is not going to get the A350s anytime soon. It remains to be seen how they'll equip them. But this Indigo Stretch will be a very interesting move. I'd like to see it in the next few months. I'll probably try it out on a flight or two. Let's get down to that. I am looking forward to my last flight with Vistara flying on a UK code. It's going to be sad, but it is what it is. I'm actually flying back on an Air India flight from Chennai later this month, which is a Air India 28 something, which will be a Vistara flight. So let's hope service standards are maintained. I hope some of Vistara's best practices go into Air India, not this seat, but the in-flight streaming entertainment and all of that. But, you know, Indigo is really going to go after them in the next few months. So that's what I feel. Not done a video, but I will do a video on my last flight with Vistara. It's going to be a very emotional flight for me. I think I must have flown Vistara some 200-300 times in the last 9 years. And, well, it is what it is. I mean, they had to go. It's sad, but change is coming to Indian skies. And I do hope some of the other, whether it's Akasa, whether it's SpiceJet, they can raise 3,000 crores. So obviously there's confidence in SpiceJet. Somebody else needs to step up to the plate. We cannot have a duopoly, whether it's just Indigo, Air India, and Air India Express. I mean, two Air India airlines. We need more airlines. We need everybody else to step up to the plate. I think investors should come in. Indian aviation requires more airlines to come in. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to my channel for more awesome aviation content. Do subscribe because I will be making that Vistara video and it will be out by this weekend. I'll also make a video about my Air India Express flight, which I believe will be a MAX 8. So keep watching for more.